Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be a home decor video. It's going to be a DIY gallery wall. I'm going to be making over this wall behind me, the wall you guys see in all of my videos, changing things up, and everything that I am going to be sharing is from the company Desenio. I bought everything myself. I just saw some other people purchase prints from them, so I wanted to try them out. So I'll share everything that I purchased, why I picked out certain items, and just my process along the way, because I feel like I have some tips to share with you guys. Hopefully everything turns out looking good, but I visualized everything in a specific way that I think would be really helpful if you guys are interested in doing something similar. So I'm so excited to finally put together my gallery wall. I've been talking about it for a couple months, and I'm finally getting around to doing it and changing up some prints that I've had on my wall for like 6 years now. And I'll let you guys know like the process behind everything and just like a look into decorating with me. So if you guys want to see me transform this part of my room, then just keep on watching. Alright, so I just switched over to my vlog camera so I can give you guys a close-up look of everything that I got for my gallery wall and what the plan is. So I ended up getting 7 prints from the company Desenio. It did take a couple weeks because of COVID. Probably like 2.5 weeks or so. It wasn't like too bad. I think they shipped from Europe. And I got 5 large prints. They look like this. And then 5, oh no, I just messed one up. 2 smaller prints. These are the smaller ones. They're a little bit more neutral. And then these are the larger prints. I have this one of just like a woman and her lips. I have a geometric print, a perfume bottle. They have a bunch of different themes and like beauty, locations, everything like that. I got this one of Spain. I wanted something from Spain or something that looked like this. I was actually looking at like Etsy and different, just online for prints in general, to find something from Spain. I either wanted something from Spain or from Cartagena, and that's what I found from Spain that just matched everything. And then just like a little feather or a little pampas grass. So as I'm showing you guys these, it probably just seems like super just random and generic. Like you guys have seen like similar, I feel like every blogger has stuff like this in their house right now, like just these like neutral vibes. So it really was like kind of like a process mentally. I mean, it wasn't like this emotional ordeal, but it was kind of like a process to reflect back on like different decor and the prints that I have now in my room, and kind of why I've had them for so long and what I wanted to do with the gallery wall. It actually was a little bit emotional, honestly, because I did want to do something that reflected me, just because I've been changing up my room a lot lately. And I was thinking back of like when I got certain prints. Let me go ahead and show you guys. So I've had this "It Was All a Dream" quote behind me for like 6 years. I'm gonna insert some clips of like my room decor back from like 2014, 2015 when I first started YouTube and my beauty setup, because this was like, I told myself at the time, I'm like, when all my dreams come true, I'm getting this tattooed to my body. Spoiler alert, my dreams have not come true. I no longer plan on getting that quote tattooed to my body, but it's just like one of my favorite quotes. It was all a dream. And then I have these like random chandeliers that I got at TJ Maxx in like 2015 that have no emotional attachment to them, but I just wanted this like lyric quote part of my decor for a long time. I was originally thinking about getting it in a print, but I feel like I kind of outgrew that mantra. And then I was thinking of some other quotes to go on my gallery wall. I was thinking of like other lyrics or quotes that I really like. For a while I was gonna get Bad Bunny lyrics on my wall, but I didn't know if I would outgrow that with time. I wanted to get Hoy me levanté contento, me levanté feliz from Estamos Bien. Like, today I woke up happy, basically, is what it translates to. But I felt like I wanted something a little bit more timeless. I'm gonna be 30 this year, and it made me really want to redo my space, knowing that I've had like some of this decor in my room since I was like 23 or 24, in a completely different place in my life, literally a different place across the country, completely different mindset, mentality, and I really just wanted to like get rid of that, because I've had a lot of like, that was just kind of like weighing me down in my space, and especially being in quarantine the last couple months, and just being very mindful of my surroundings and like my decor and my space, and just like making sure it feels like me, and it's not just something random that I had just purchased randomly out of college that doesn't really reflect my personality or what I want to look at, and what it's gonna like be like a positive energy kind of every day. I don't know, it was kind of like a lot of different thought processes. It was really fun to pick out all these prints. They have a lot of different ones that were more geared towards my interests. Like I was looking at some ballerina ones. I don't do ballet or anything, but I did go to school for dance. I did used to teach dance, or I taught dance. Obviously I didn't teach English, but I taught dance full-time in a high school for years. I remember like I bought this when I was teaching, and but I that's not part of my life anymore, so I didn't want to like bring that up in my home. I don't know, it was honestly like a little bit like of a mental situation deciding on all of this. I'm obviously like all over the place, but this is what made sense for me. Just something more like neutral, feminine, reflected my style, personality, things that I can keep for a really long time and I'm not gonna get sick of looking at every day. Like the perfume bottle that I got, I wanted something that was like beauty related but not like too cutesy. I didn't want like lipsticks or anything. Like I said, I'm gonna be 30 this year, and I didn't want to outgrow it in like a year or two. So then with the Spain print, I just fell in love with Spain when I went there a year ago. One of my favorite trips, memories of my lifetime. It was like the first time me and my mom could go somewhere internationally. Like we would go to Colombia all the time because my mom actually lives in Colombia. My family lives in a different country, so for me to be able to go like on a different trip like overseas with my family, that's like a huge deal, something we've been wanting to do like our whole lives. So there's a picture on my Instagram that it has like a very similar background to this from when I was in Spain. I'll go ahead and insert it, and it just reminds me of like one of the happiest memories of my life. So I wanted something like that, and I thought that this print was really cool for that. Actually for a little while I'm like, do I want to put up like my Instagram pictures behind me? But then I felt like I would get over that real quick, and it just felt very like, I don't know, it felt weird. I know it's my own space, but I like some of my pictures, but I don't want to stare at pictures of myself every day. And then in the back of my videos, I felt like that would just seem very conceited, and I got over that idea really quickly. So I just picked out things that kind of reflected my personality. Like the one of the woman, this is just kind of like neutrally vibes that I like. A lot of them are just kind of simple neutral ones. This just reminded me of like beauty. And then I always talk about, or maybe I've mentioned it like once, my favorite singer is Rosalia, and this just reminded me of like her vibes. So that's why I picked out this one. It's like beauty, and it just reminded me of that with the lace, just something feminine. Yeah, like basically I want things that were fun and feminine and neutral, but didn't look too young or too cliche or anything like that. So that's kind of the story behind everything. Such a ramble. Hope you guys didn't mind that. But the frames that I got are all Desenio as well. These are 30 by 40 centimeters. I got 5 of these, and I hope that these other ones work out. I'm gonna put these up, but if they don't work out, I'll end up getting the one from Desenio, the smaller ones. I got 2 white ones from Amazon for like 10 bucks for the smaller prints. And if I don't like them, I'll end up getting the gold ones from Desenio. They were so expensive, the frames. The prints are all like $12 to $20 each, but the frames are like double that each. So that ended up being a lot pricier. So I ended up getting these IKEA frames on Amazon for the smaller ones just to save like an extra 30 bucks. But that's kind of the story behind everything. I just wanted to kind of like tell you guys my feelings, because it was kind of like a process to like be like, who do I want to be this year? What home do I want to have to reflect that? Yeah, so let's go ahead, hopefully put everything up and hopefully it looks good. All right, so I just took down the old prints that I had on my wall, the It Was All a Dream, and then these random TJ Maxx chandeliers that I've had for 5 years or 6 years. I think I got them back in like 2014, and I just put all of the photos in the frames. These are the 2 smaller ones, and then the gold ones look so beautiful. I love what these look like. There's 5 of these. Super pretty. So I forgot to tell you guys how I decided where everything was going to go on the wall. So what I use is an app called InShot. I'm sure a lot of you guys have it if you like to edit videos, like IGTV videos on your phone or pictures and stuff. And what you can do is like put a picture on there and then add in more pictures. It's pretty self-explanatory if you have the app. And what I just did was like I have a whole thing saved on my phone. This was like from almost 2 months ago, because this has been a process of just like picking out the different prints from Desenio. I just went on there and like searched all of my favorites, and then I just screenshotted every single print, and I removed the border around it, or I did like Photoshop on my computer and like emailed the photo to myself of removing the border around the print, just like every single one of them. You can just like screenshot it from the computer, obviously, and just like edit it to remove like the background from whatever it looked like online. And then I took a bunch of pictures of just like my empty room, and I took down those prints earlier. So I just took a bunch of pictures like this of my empty wall, and I removed the furniture and everything. And then I went into the InShot app. I might actually have like a little tutorial saved. I have a little tutorial of what I did saved on my phone, because I think I wanted to make this into a TikTok. Like I started filming this almost 2 months ago. So basically I just go on the InShot app and I like play around with the sizes of everything and moving around like the images to see where they would fit best. And it made me so happy just to like play around with everything, switch everything around. And that's how I ended up picking the 7 prints that I picked, because there was originally some other prints and they didn't make sense with the aesthetic of all of them. Like they didn't look cohesive all together. So let's see, this is the design that I ended up deciding on when I played around on InShot. I feel like it made it really helpful, because it is a commitment to buy all the prints, especially online. So it made it really helpful to see like visually what everything would look like. I think I'll just insert a picture here so you guys don't have to like squint to see it on my phone. But that was actually a really awesome tip, I guess. Well, I just decided to do it just to visualize exactly what it could look like. So let's try to recreate this. There might be a day 2 with what I'm doing, because right now it's getting a little bit late and I don't want to be banging into the wall like later in the evening. Part of my video I filmed about a month ago, and I only got to do my gallery wall today. It only took me about 45 minutes, but I waited about a month before I put up all my frames. So this is what it all looks like. I'm gonna insert some clips of me hanging everything up. We didn't do it to scale completely. Basically a little bit of measuring and some eyeballing. There are multiple holes in certain areas, but they're all covered up. And I actually think it looks really good. I might actually add 2 more frames in these spaces in the top and the bottom, because I feel like once I saw it all come together, it looks a little empty, but once I move the furniture back, I'll show you guys that in a minute too, it actually looks really, really good, and I'm really, really happy with it. So it took 2 months. Like this picture that I envisioned that I showed you guys earlier, I took on May 3rd, and here I am. Today is July 6th when I'm filming this. So it's been a really long time coming, but it's just because I was procrastinating. It's actually a very, very easy process. I do like the frames that I chose. I don't think the white ones look bad at all, and I like the overall color scheme and stuff. So I'm actually gonna order 2 of the smaller frames and 2 of the smaller images to fill in the rest of the wall, but probably like later this summer. Honestly, it's probably gonna be another 2 months, but I'm really happy with everything overall. So I'll show you guys what the wall looks like just all together. It looks very nice and colorful but neutral at the same time. So let me show you guys that. So here is what everything looks like from afar. It actually looks really small from afar, but it does take up quite a decent amount of space. Here's like the rest of that area for reference, and I really, really like all of the frames that I ended up picking out. I'll link all of the specific images. Everything, like I said, is from Desenio, and then the small white frames are from IKEA, but I really like all of the specific images that I picked out. And then on top here and then on the bottom, that's where I think I'm gonna add in 2 more smaller frames because it just looks like a little bit empty. But let me go ahead and move the furniture back so you guys can see what it looks like once I add in all of the furniture. All right, so you can see when I add in all of the furniture, the whole area looks like a lot more complete. It's just like a really little happy nook in my room. It makes me very, very happy. I just love the whole look of it. And it was like really simple. It was a little bit pricier. It was like $250 for everything, but I think it completely transforms the whole space. And if you guys are curious about any of the furniture, I will link it below or let you guys know where everything is from below. But that is everything for finally putting up my gallery wall. It's been a long process. Super, super simple, but I made it super complicated for some reason. But that's gonna be everything for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing me decorate. I am gonna do a finished room tour once I finish my room, which might be another 2 months, honestly, but I'm almost there. There's just a couple things that I need, like a chair, a lamp, and honestly, I think that might be it. So probably in August, I'll do like a finished room tour because I have been slowly redecorating everything throughout like the spring and summer. But that's gonna be everything for today's video. It makes me so happy. I'm so happy it's finally done. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll talk to you guys soon in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.